Hello. Undead. We haven't played these guys a lot this season, for better or for worse. Let's have a quick look at their team. Okay, looks like it's got all the necessary parts. Anything crazy? Juggernaut is interesting for a mummy. I don't think I've seen that before. So yeah, the mummies are a pain. I mean, they always are. One of them has block, which is super good. Bludge Ghoul, Bludge Step Ghoul. And a plus agility skeleton? That seems interesting. A movement 5 zombie. Okay, they're going with the stats here. But not necessarily on the players that I would have expected. 222. Okay, yeah, it's a bit... On the surface, it's a bit of a rough matchup for them. Yeah, they're 410 down. Because we have... Somehow... Well, you know what? To be fair... We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We do have 16 skills. They're spread reasonably, but they are there. So, going for the extra reroll. How many rerolls do they have already? They already have 4. They may be a newer player. They were not level 20. So the team makeup suggests that they're a newer player. But we can't take anything for granted. Because, you know, on their day, even a newer player can surprise you. They don't play the way you expect, and that can really throw you off when wacky things work. Undead's usually a pretty good team for newer players because they are reasonably forgiving. They're sort of bash-ish. They're bash adjacent. But they also have, you know, a bit of movement, a bit of maneuverability in the ghouls and the whites. So they're a good team to, you know, get used to bash skills, agility skills. And also a couple of big fellas that can just get in the way. That said, I think they're... I haven't really played as Undead a whole lot. They don't really appeal to me. Whoa, going for the Halfling Mastiff. That could actually be interesting. If they take away, like, all of our rerolls and they have 7 rerolls, that could be exciting. But yeah, I'm not an expert on Undead. I think a really good Undead player is a scary prospect. But I don't know if they're the... I don't really know where they rank up with the other teams. They've done well before, but I think they do suffer against the big bash teams because their mummies just get taken out, and then without the mummies, they are a little bit fragile. I think you have to rely on the fouling. Let's go on defense first. Okay, so that's really good for them. Putting us down to 1 reroll is pretty big. We're going to spread wide. See if we can get them to spread wide. Put Bludge on the front. Is this how we want things set up? Probably put the guide in the middle, eh? Alright. So yeah, obviously this is a good game for us. It'd be interesting to see if the Mastiff pays off. If we have a few like early bad dodges or dub skulls, maybe it will, honestly. Okay, cycling through the pre-built formations. But this could be a really good game. I hate to say it, but this could be a really good game for our witches to utilize Frenzy if they're not expecting it. I feel like it's been a while since we've played a relatively inexperienced coach. We've come up against a lot of solid solid players lately. Because yeah, Juggernaut on the Mummy is very strange. I guess, you know what, in fairness, it does mitigate the, if you're going to use them to blitz, it does mitigate the fact you don't have block by being able to avoid it a little bit. But I feel like guard would be serving him so much better initially. I don't know. And you know, the agility on the skeleton and the movement on the zombie, those are both skills that you don't really want to have to put into play. Although I guess it does make this guy a backup ball carrier if you want to not have to use your whites. Did he name his guys? No, he didn't. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, that's already theoretically a bad start for him. Although, you know, I will say it could be worse because it's actually going to be a bit tricky to get this guy down. A lot's going to depend on how this goes. Didn't go well. Okay, did move out of the way though. Used our dodge there. Ooh. It's a bit scary doing this. I'd like to go the extra one. Let's pop him there, that makes that awkward. Let's stand up these guys. Don't mind popping him here. And these guys, as per usual, are just going to be our back line in case things go awry. Good catch by Sphinx. This is a really... I feel like this is how it always goes as well. This is a really harsh start for them to be blitzed when they're already, you know, getting the ropes of the game. It's the downside to the Champions Ladder being the only, like, really viable league to play in. It used to be that the Open League, I mean, you got some pretty wacky stuff going on, but the Open League, at least you could sort of assume that it was going to be a little more casual, so you'd meet more casual players. But you know, in the Champions Ladder, you know, even though casual people do play in it, you're much less likely to come up against somebody that's casual. So here, I hate to say it because we'll probably get her injured, but if this is... Okay, she got us, never mind. I was going to say, if it's a both down, then we'll just take the hit. Yeah, that's probably the right choice. This guy's got dodge through tackle, so no guarantees. We've got this side nicely locked down, but he can of course like free some guys up over here. If you wanted to play it really safe, this guy could 3 dice here, and then these guys could come across to get on us, but... Oh, he had a 3 dice anyway. I think I'd have probably done it with this guy and then marched this guy over, because he's a much better roadblock. So he now does have a 2 dice this way. Could follow that for another 2 dice there. But it does mean that this guy is on a 1 dice, unless he moves the assist over. Shumi's heading here. Dodge. He's going to push me into the sideline. That makes it kind of awkward to get at the ball, actually. Ooh, I think he is dead. Let's go here. We'll follow that. Just to get off the sideline. Now, how do we want to approach this? It's difficult to get an assist up there, honestly. I guess we could do that. So the witch would have to be here. Famous last words. Hang on, do you have... Okay, you're relatively... Okay, you do, yeah. For a moment I was like, is he gonna surf this guy? But even if he didn't have sidestep, he's pretty well protected. The good thing about that, of course, is that we didn't have to use a reroll for that. We failed it with our natural dodge. As she always does when she tries to move. Okay, this is a bold maneuver. And possibly a painful one for us. Nope. Unless he's going to get aggro of his rerolls. Looks like he's going to try and push down the middle. But the I mean that's obviously disastrous. Okay, just coming and getting in our way, which is a sensible thing to do. The witch at least, I mean if I were him I'd be tempted to just move this zombie up on the witch and keep her pinned in. But yeah, I was going to move her around here, move our Mighty Blow guy in to like here, or to here. And then blitz up and through. Oh boy, he did too. I think you'd probably want to move this guy up first. Because he is not in a safe zone. So he's probably going to block this guy as much easier target. Is he going to try and get... How far across can he get? Not super. If he hits there, he'd have to... He could move down, and then you'd have to be looking at dodging a skeleton, which isn't really what you want to do. The GFIs are a bit more scary now. I don't know why I even bother getting blood, you know. Alright, we're good. So we may be able to move this guy. We did just move him though, so that puts a bit of a kink in our plans. Can you get over for the assist? You can. So I think we're actually going to try and hit the mummy down. Because we can get this guard up in here. And attempt this. Very nice. Oops, I almost hit the wrong thing there. Yeah, you can follow. Don't like this guy being attached to the mummy. Not at all. You should probably get into a better position, huh? Oh, we're GFIing. Well, there goes our reroll. Okay, we did knock the ball loose there. Beautiful roundhouse kick as well. And she's caught it. I don't know that there's much we can do to defend her. If I make it here, then I can do this. Which doesn't really help a whole lot. Well, you know what, it does. It means you can't free him up very easily, so yeah. And now he's getting hit, not by Mighty Blow. Is this movement zombie going to prove his worth now? By making the extra distance to hit the witch? But I think we're going to see a lot of GFIs in this game. It's just a feeling I'm getting. So yeah, these guys are all kind of trapped in. Even if this guy follows up, it doesn't really help these guys. I don't like the fact we got 3 trapped on the mummy though. I mean, this makes sense. It's only a 1 die against Plodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'd have to dodge through, which technically with agility 3 you could do. That would be bold. Still just a 1 dice though, so I don't know that's really any better than what you're planning on. You do it from this direction. That doesn't give you an assist, so this... Okay. I mean, it blocks things off a bit. There is that. Oh, and there's no need for that GFI. Is he gonna reroll? He did reroll. If he moves up, we might be able to do some chain pushing here to get her out. I expect him to hit this block next. Follow up. Takes away our assist actually, which is a pain. Just block off here, that makes sense. Although this guy might be able to run around him, honestly. Oh, of course it gives the assist as well. Yeah, it's no good. Could do a 1 dice with this guy. He's got block. Okay, so it's gonna be. It's not. We're not gonna get our guard out. This guy is free. Let's see. So you can get there. I think we're just going to try and remove them in a conventional way. Let's see. Let's try and get out over here. That works. Whoa. Okay, now this... why does it always happen this way? This is not cool. And neither for him, and in some ways, not for us either. Because we really needed these last game against those pro elves. It's a weird kind of thing that happens. See, we're stunning him. I mean, it's nuts. So we don't have to worry about him. This is technically a 1 dice. I'd rather do it with this guy, in case it goes wrong. And we'll follow up on that so he doesn't come and attack us. And we're going to follow in case he follows up here. Yeah, the armor breaking in this game is already, like, just ridiculous. And it's not the game we need it in, that's what's... I mean, it sucks for him, because this is a rough start. And, although getting rid of his movement guy is probably for the best. But it also, I'm just like, why couldn't we get this when we needed it versus the Pro Elves? Against the Unvalue 7. Oh well. I mean, we can't really complain. It's, you know, it's doing us some good here. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. We are running on no rerolls, so, you know, this isn't exactly done and dusted. One bad dodge away or double skull and it's like, things get interesting. I'm kind of wondering whether I should have just left him back now. If we get clobbered here, I will feel bad about that. But yeah, this is exactly why I don't like Blitz. It's just such a harsh result. I felt like we were going to probably try and mount a good defense either. Oh boy, okay. Either way. Probably up here, away from our guys. Okay, that's fallen really well. I don't think you want to do that. I mean, maybe at this stage you do, I don't know. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, if he had killed one of our guys, they'd be joining his team. Oh, he's wondering about rerolling because he's got so many rerolls. I don't think you reroll. Okay, you do. Because the chances of hurting yourself are higher, really. Okay, so it makes sense to bring this guy in here. Try and remove the school out of the equation. I don't think we gain anything from moving, as far as I can tell. Try and get this guy out of the equation. Okay, so you need moving. Not quite what we had in mind, but it does get him off the ball. That's not really safe. I mean, it's safer. Nice. Oh, that's not great. I really want to get so I can do a block here. But I can't see a way to make it happen, so maybe this is the more sensible option. And I don't really want you getting hit if you don't have to. That's asking a lot even for an agility skeleton. I mean, he's getting the swing of things, but it's not. I think through the middle would be the way to go. This way though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's the safest way. Well, it'd be 4 plus 4 plus, and then 3 plus open, 2 plus 2 plus. Was this guy stunned? I guess he probably was. That's not the way to go. That's classic computer pathing. You only go up and over. Let's see. I guess we should probably try and take a hit with the Mighty Blow guy. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't. I don't have any rerolls. Well, didn't really pay off anyway. And I'm going in because, you know, let's make a game of this. Undead can theoretically score in 3 turns, especially with 4 rerolls. We've got no rerolls. They could still grind us out for 2-1. Or a 2-2. But it'd be nice, from our perspective, if we're able to, you know, scoop some much needed SPP on some players that are kind of behind the curve, like Runner. Be nice to get Hydra, Dodge, or Dodge or Tackle. We've got 2 tacklers, but every time I'm having to make the choice between do I use the tackle for the better chance of knocking them over, or the mighty blow for the better chance of hitting them, I use the tackle. Because getting people over is more important to start with. And, you know, Mighty Blow doesn't do anything if you don't knock him over. I feel like maybe he's adjusted his lineup a little bit to try and make it harder to get through. I'm not sure. I think I would probably pop this mummy on this side and just have a couple skeletons in the middle, but... Okay, so that's a decent kickoff result, but not obviously crazy. Alright, we can wrestle that. And Juggernaut, I mean, in fairness, Juggernaut's good for getting people out the way too. Like, if you're trying to push down a line and they've got like a blodger or something, using Juggernaut to, like, rather than have the double both down from somebody else blitzing, this is like a almost guaranteed push. I think you'd be more likely to see it on Khemri, though, where you have 4 Tomb Guardians, so you can kind of make one of them a... No, I don't think you'd even really see it there. You'd rather take it on your, you know, your whites, or in their case your Blitzraz, because, you know, then you can add it to Frenzy and push people off the field, because Juggernaut's kind of best for pushing people off the field. Not that that's the only usage, but... Nice hit. Yeah, you do need to have somebody in the middle. Probably somebody else as well, because by moving him next to this guy we can just move our guard up and get this guy out the way, and then have a passage through. That's an interesting way of doing that. Is he going to hand it off to this guy? Oh, he's going to throw it to this guy. No, he's going to hand it off. Obviously this guy's a little safer with the ball. He's going to hold on to it. I mean, in fairness, if this guy scores, he levels up. Solid result on Unicorn. Okay, that's defended this reasonably well. Let's see. So I think that being the case, I think we're just going to stand you up. Do this. Maybe he put him on him to stop him from doing his tackly thing, which is fair play. Yeah, he also stood this guy up, so I think that's probably some sensible play there. And I think we may want to actually move them instead. Let's move you to here. We're gonna have you do this. Good work, good work. You know what, we'll move you there, and I'm actually gonna hit you again. There we go. Okay, no more effective really, but does give us another assist here. You can get up. You can move in here. Hang on. Yeah, because we're only on 1 dice, right? Yeah. Screw it, let's move you there. I think we've got enough down in this corner to try and protect against the touchdown, so I think I'm going to put her through as a potential scoring threat slash harasser. No, maybe that should be this guy. We'll bring her around to here. Because he also has tackle. Okay, scary times. Oh, that's nice. And we just stay. Good hit, good hit. Our little runner Cerberus doing some excellent work. So even if they stand up our tackles again, you know, the witches are a danger. Both witches are a bit of a danger to whatever his name is. Interesting place to blitz. Is he looking to do the switch? Because the problem is this guy is still here. I could see moving an assist in here, knocking this guy down, and then blitzing into here. Oh, hello. Oh, that's okay. I mean, that's almost bordering on genius, using the old, I think you could go all the way to here, to be honest. You can do it from here, you don't have to go that far. Try it from here. I mean, the old agility skeleton reverso, I honestly never saw it coming. Yes, I will wrestle that. If he had knocked me over, he could have come through this way. You don't need to go there. Ultimately, it didn't matter, but he really didn't. This is quite a sweet play. So now this guy goes all the way down here. Oh, he's going here. I think I would do the first one and then think about things. But hey, this skeleton has got business on the mind. Yeah, put him in a scoring position. That makes him a danger. That is a lot of dice to roll without rolling a 1. You can re-roll that if he wants as well. So our runner's free to get down over here. And we're going to be doing a runner blitz. That's quite scary. Could do, I think the witch blitz is a touch safer. So I think the runner comes in as an assist. These guys can get up. Let's get her in here. I guess we should get somebody on here as well, right? Yeah, that would involve a GFI if we don't knock him over first time, so we have to come in this way. Her second double 1 dodge of the game. She's getting back to her best. Well, you know what? He could very well score here, which would serve me right for not stalling. Yep. Down goes Cerberus. In goes Sextus Kane, who's fast becoming a star player of this team. Then he gets up just to be able to see it better. Risky 2 dice here. I mean, in fairness, probably worthwhile. I don't think anything else is. I think it's time for Sextus to go get his glory. Well, I mean, you know, well-deserved celebration. That was the reverse of the century. So now, in theory, we try the one-turner, which could be entertaining. Or it could not be entertaining. So, she's on 10, we need to get 3 squares. If I had got her sprint last time, or no, movement, we could have got movement, then she'd only need to go 2 squares. So, you know. Maybe we'll rue the day we took wrestle. I mean, technically, we could try with Cerberus as well. But she has built-in dodge. I guess it depends how he sets up. I'd rather Cerberus score. Because she's kind of in a good place, skill-wise. And Cerberus needs block. Okay, so that is a little bit of a... We are going to have to, unfortunately, dive through. Which is bad with no rerolls. Yeah, we've got to give it a try, eh? So we come through, boop him into this hole. And I don't see any real reason... Yes, I do. Yes, I do. We need to be able to dodge. Can we do it with a witch? One into her. Into here. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can get a double whammy with the witch. Okay, in here, and then the next one would be into here. So we just need to run somebody up around there. You need to be our ball getter. I think these guys go over here. Boom, boom, boom. Boy, I'm so bad at this. You go here. You should probably be here. In fact, do I even need you there? I don't think I do. I don't. I'll put you over here. I wish I had a reroll so this felt more likely. Don't give us a mean result. Let us have a chance at least. Ooh, hello. Okay, okay. Okay, so I do need to move somebody around, so... can you get... Hang on, into here. Yeah, I don't need you there, so... Oh boy, is it too far for you? I guess so. So you're gonna have to go around. No, I don't need you. Right? Oh boy. Watch me mess this up immediately. Oh, that's bad. Okay, okay. I was... Yeah. Okay. So now we need to knock him... here. It is a 3 dice, so, you know, there are chances. Here, I guess. Follow. Okay, here. And here. Oh, actually, I could have just done it that way. Oh, this isn't even a 3 dice. I can make it a 3 dice. I should make it a 3 dice. Okay, that's what we want. Because now we can do this, which knocks him over. Pop it there. Sure. Take him out on the way through. Okay, so just to confirm, we've done the bit we needed to do. So now it's just down to how long can we avoid a 1. Not long. Oh well. I mean, you know, half of it is doing it, half of it is it going okay. And it did not go okay. I mean, a lot of it did. But we used the reroll too early. Using the reroll on that 3 dice was a bit sad. But, you know, it is tricky. I mean, in an ideal world, you want her to do the blitzing, because you can use the Juggernaut to, but as she needed to score, we were not able to. That's why you don't see 1-turners very often, especially not more. I mean, 2 spaces is actually so much easier. So 2 space ones you see quite often, but 3 space ones you don't see those too often. Zelgrax, my brother who is playing High Elves right now, managed to pull one off a few days ago on his stream. So if you watch the YouTubes, go look at his High Elf team. I want to say it was versus, I'm not sure, but I think it was game 8 or 9. And he did a pretty similar thing. I actually think he had a better setup for how he did it, but High Elf catchers have the movement 8 built in. So he had the catcher, he moved it along nicely and managed to squeak up the edge. So it's nice to have in your back pocket, and I'm really glad to have 2 movement 8 players just for the ability to do 1-turners. Maybe we could have got another push there. I didn't even look to really work out if we could. I'm so bad at these, especially the anything over 3, that I'm just not sure. But we definitely had a couple of guys left. I just don't know if the one was left in the right place. I should really learn how to do a 4 push one, considering how much I play with Dark Elves. Okay, so what are we seeing here? We're seeing an opportunity for Surf. We are going to put the ball on the... Where did he go? Did he get KO'd or something? No, he's... keep losing him in the logo. I guess we'll hit this guy, at least. I don't think I'm going to worry about much else in the hitting department. We'll just set up kind of a defensive line here. So we'll probably hit him, attempt to surf him, and see how things are looking, unless something changes here. Oh, and if I was going to do that, I should have used the Mighty Blow. Okay, something changed. Cat problems. So now they get to get revenge, which is unfortunate because no surfed white. Then they can punch through here. If they knock her down, then there's a hole through to the ball. And they're not as maneuverable, so it's not quite as bad, but... see how they approach it, eh? I think I would just go with this guy. Try and clonk her. Could even push her up and out. Nah, it wouldn't really... yeah, because you could get another hit. Just come in here. Yeah, exactly like that. Push them up here, and this guy can push her over here, which gets her out of the way. So, you know, that kind of doesn't help there. Now, one thing I did make the mistake of was leaving my witch here. She should have been on this side, so that if this surf wasn't looking possible, I could have surfed this guy instead. If something changed to make that not viable, whereas now, they're both witches are on the same side, so we're not getting that nice coverage. Okay, so the ball is safe for now. I think my plan is going to be to work up gradually and try and take out the ghouls on my way up. Okay, that is a bit of a pain, if we're being honest. I think we're going to try and drop back as best we can and go casual here. Let's pop you here. I can potentially still surf this guy. I guess we'll see what happens here. Oh, I should probably... well, let's see what happens. Yeah, we gotta try and work these numbers down even further. I will pop him here. Out he goes. Nice. You're out of movement, so I guess you're just gonna stay there. You should... I really want to use them to give assists, but I feel like I need to protect this ball. What is your range? Pretty far, if we're being honest. Good runner. Okay, so that takes a weight off my mind. So in light of that, we are going to hit this, as planned. We're going to move around like this, which lets us hit this. And we'll stay. And then we'll see if this guy wants to move. He does, so we just pop him here. And hit this skeleton who's such a scoring threat. Okay. I honestly didn't really expect them to score in that first half there. But obviously I did leave it as kind of an option. I guess if he does that, we're going to have to do a... yeah, I might be playing too casually here. But, you know, it's what you do sometimes. It's the danger of playing newer players. You get kind of overconfident. The halfling master chef is actually a legitimate concern. It is causing us some issues, only having one reroll a half. Now we do have some built-in rerolls at least, but you know, they're not a guarantee, and they're not always on the things you need. He's really looking like he wants to run and not in the right direction. But it's cool pose nonetheless. Alright, so this makes sense. Dodge succeeded, GFI failed. Succeeded. I am going to attempt the dump off, although this could go disastrously here. That being the case, I think I'm just going to dump it off backwards. Oh, it didn't go very far, did it? And he only pushed us. Well, you know. I guess better safe than sorry. Alright, where are our tackle guys? You're here, so you can come around and hit this guy, right? Yes. Well, I guess we're just gonna keep that result. You should come here in case I fail this horribly. We didn't, that's nice. Let's move it up here, because that's kind of awkward for them to get to. Alright, what can we do over here? We can do that. There we go. Could go here. Do that. Nice. Now got one dice on this guy. If our witch was feeling like moving, that could be pretty sweet here. Nice. We'll just pop him here. And I think we'll actually follow. And just to be on the safe side, let's pop this guy here because it makes things a bit awkward for him. So we've been trying to work on these ghouls, but it hasn't been working too well. But by placing this guy here, he has to dodge into his tackle zone. Now it's just one dodge rather than if we move him here. But it's one dodge through tackle in 3 tackle zones, so you know. Cerberus is determined to score. What he'd really like to do is pass, get that ball back, and then score, but we'll see how things pan out. Yeah, that's real bad. We can theoretically get all the way up here, which would get away from his ghouls if he doesn't move them. So you don't need to do that. You could just save a GFI. If you want to do this, you can just go do. Is he planning on dodging with the mummy? Oh, he got us. Oh, he blitzed. Okay. So moving these guys up does make sense. We're going to go here because it means we can tackle him regardless of where he moves. Gets us another tackle hit on this guy, which is nice. So we can get to here. Our guard's not in the best place right now. I didn't really consider that. Okay, there goes our reroll. Okay, we did get him down there. Probably should move somewhere that's not here. Okay. I'm not going to get on the mum if I don't have to. No armor break. So I can do this. Disappointing. We will stay. Huh. Well, no, this is tricky. Here's where everything could go horribly wrong. Nope. It was unlikely, but definitely possible. One dice. That's a 2 dice, but we don't really want to put him there. Huh. Do you have to do something? I guess you're going to try and go here. Which gives us a 2 dice this way. Which we like. And it would give us a 1. Oh no, it's 2 dice against. Yeah, I think honestly he's doing a good job here. He's making this guy's progression a lot harder. So what's the plan? Okay, he's looking at some wacky undead dodges. Oh no, not Phoenix. It's the problem with being a guard guy, you get stood next to stuff you don't want to be stood next to. Him leveling up would be great, but guard, as soon as you get guard on somebody, they stop leveling up because you only ever put them next to people, you never block or score with them. You just have to wait for the eventual man of the matches. If he got 2 men of the matches and we vanity pass with him, he'd be there. Okay, this is a sensible move. Keep your mummies in the game. I don't think he's going to be able to make it better than a 1 dice. But he does have block, so it's not the worst 1 dice ever. So you could go for the blitz. Didn't expect the reroll there, if I'm being honest. That is real dangerous. In fairness, being there is real dangerous as well. Okay, that's just prime surf time. Now we wouldn't necessarily have to make it blitz because we have wrestle. So worst comes to worst, we wrestle. Or we dub skull. There we go. That's what we hired you for. I think we're just gonna progress here because stuff could definitely go wrong here. We'll leave this guy back as a sweeper in case we dub skull this. Okay, that's where we want that guy. So that's one ghoul off the field. Let's see. You have guard, right? So I can actually follow this. Ooh, okay. I mean, things haven't gone badly wrong, but that's definitely less than ideal. Because if we'd knocked him over, we'd have a 2 dice down here. Okay, that's nice. Alright, good dodging, witches. Oh, we still got you as well. Even if he falls over, he's in the way. She needs sidestep. So that ghoul is only temporarily out though. He's not injured, so I feel like a turn 16 score is still where we want to be. Oh, that's interesting. I was hoping for a higher scoring match on our part, but honestly, at this stage, after we managed to score that one to go with the skeleton, and we failed our one-turner, I'm feeling like I'm just be happy with a 2-1. Well, if he makes that, that's impressive. It's impressive. Who else can he get up there, though? Not really anybody else. I take it back. Well, it would be tricky. Okay, our guard staying up is nice, because that means this is going to be a 1 dice, regardless. As is this. So this guy's dodging to get up there. So I think we're just looking at trying to get a 2 dice on this mummy. Unless anything wild's about to happen. So I guess we're gonna make the hit with Dragon. From above. We got no rerolls, so it's kind of a, you know, a bit of a tricky situation. Nice. Stay. Oh hey! I was just about to comment on how Hydra's are really not been putting much work in when he decides to put some work in. Ooh, that's not what we wanted. But it does mean we can tie up this guy and make a block here. Let's see. Alright, on we go. She's having none of that. Okay, now she's having some of it. Perfect. Just keep him on the floor. The less vital blocking we have to do, the better. Okay, so this guy's coming back. I don't know if you put him down here as a scoring threat or just to hide him. Either way, I mean, he's their best kind of go-getter, so... We're now not looking great over here because our guard guy's been moved out of position. If our guard guy was here, I would quite be liking this, but... Okay, at least the mummy just got a push. By moving up, this is now 1 dice. So it needs to bring this guy. I've got 3 turns. How ridiculous am I feeling here? Am I feeling ridiculous enough to attempt the throw and pass back to get... You know what the sad thing is? I think I am. Am I though? If there was somebody up here with me, I could... No, I don't think... Maybe. I could do it to this guy. Come here, throw it. This guy hands it back. We're pretty much where we were. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to attempt it. If I draw this game because I can't pick up the ball for 3 turns, I'm really going to be unhappy, but... This feels like the worst idea ever. Where are you gonna be? Here, probably. No, here actually. Because then whichever way he blitzes out, he can't get out, and plus it's a 1 dice now. Okay, that's nice. Three deaths. This is getting a little ridiculous, and Hydra has suddenly decided he's had enough, I guess. I mean, it's ridiculous. Three deaths. I mean, I'm not just saying that, it's actually ridiculous. Okay, now for the moment of truth. I feel so nervous about this without the rerolls. Elves are so bad at this. Why are we so bad at past plays? Okay, so now I've got 2 turns to try and pick this up. We're not doing it anymore. At least if we pick it up. We're going to have to make a little huddle round in case he fails to pick it up and hope that it drops to somebody else. Okay, this guy blocking is nice though. Because we don't want him up here, getting in our party. I'm assuming we're going to see a blitz here, but it's not really going to go anywhere, at least. Okay. So we've got 2 chances here. Why have I just made this game so much harder on myself? We'll pop you. Yeah. We'll pop you. Let's see. Okay, if I pop him here, I can do in... yeah. Okay, that's perfection. Let's pop you here. No, here. This is so scary. And it went towards the... oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this is the ultimate. This is going to be the ultimate why you don't play greedily. We're going to roll 3 ones for pickups. Oh, for some sure hands or a reroll or something. I don't know. I'm guessing this is just a vengeance hit. Because he's going to hit him again now. Oh boy. He should get this guy up. I mean, he probably will. But that prevents us from getting more guys over here. Are we about to become the most drawingest team ever? And it be completely our own fault? Probably. Is there any need to be there? Probably not. Oh, he didn't get him up. Okay, so I think you going here. We want to move as few guys as possible because if it bubbles onto somebody else who hasn't taken their turn yet, we still have a chance. Oh. I almost don't deserve that. It seems so easy. But we almost paid the ultimate price. Okay. So just in case we get a brick from the heavens, take our witch off. We'll switch him out with him. And him out with him. I really felt like we were gonna— that's the kind of thing you do when you're 2-1 up. You shouldn't be doing it when you're 1-0. I mean when you're 1-1. When there's a chance you can draw, you should not be doing that. You know what, we can come forward to touch. Well, that was, I made that more exciting than I wanted to. Oh boy, I'm not even paying attention to where I'm clicking. Okay. Sorry, opponent. Whew. It just always seems so likely. As much as I know it happens, it just it just seems so unlikely we'd roll so many ones. But that last turn was so scary. I mean, I wouldn't mind if we'd already been 2-1 up. I would 100% not mind. I'd be kind of a bit sad if we didn't do it. But I've probably still been trying the throw even on turn 15. Because there's no, you know. But at 1-1, nasty. Never take elves for granted. Okay, no riot is good. That means we can just sit back and be beaten upon in a time-honored tradition. That's a good start. I mean, credit to my opponent, like, he certainly didn't play badly, and he stayed in it despite having 3 guys outright just, like, die. A white, a block zombie, and a movement zombie. Now, the zombies are really nothing, but the white is straight up at the beginning of the game is harsh. And then he had 2 players KO that refused to come back as well, so, you know, if I had drawn it, it would have been completely my own stupid fault. Because he, you know, the dice were trying to give us the game. And I asked too much. You gotta throw it to this guy, come on. He's the star of the show. I think he's forgetting that he has an agility guy here. Who's just as good at catching. That's unfortunate for him. I think he was only on 4 anyway, but maybe no, he might have got one more throw in. I don't remember now. Well, a win that we should definitely have got, but that I tried to throw away. Just for a moment there at the end. And also I guess I also kind of played into that by letting them score in the, you know, and not letting them score, but giving them time to score in the first half where I could have stalled. Well, what do you know? Cerberus decided to level up anyway. And so did their goal. The 2 guys we were trying to level up at the end both leveled up. I don't know what was going on with armor breaks. I can only assume that the game was trying to repay us for... Cerberus really did have a good game there. I think the game was just trying to repay us for last game, where we could not break armor to save our lives against armor value 7. Okay. So, I'm getting block, but things you could consider if you were building this guy. Some people like to go with Nerves of Steel, so that when you do a dump off, you're doing it on a 3+. Not terrible, but the general feeling is that you don't really want to be doing dump off unless it's an emergency. So building multiple skills in for getting hit is considered not super sensible. You could also go for accurate for the same reason, and sort of run him as a bit of a passer as well, or even pass, because I believe does pass work with dump off? I can't remember. Yeah, quick pass. I believe pass will work with dump off. But either way, you can try and build him into a thrower, but we have no catches. So we don't want any of that. Honestly, Hail Mary pass, not a terrible idea on him. So agility, obviously dodge is up there. You could argue for for sprint or sure feet. But I think first things first, despite the fact we've got the movement 8, and sure feet would be fun, having him more utility as a blocker is excellent. And then dodge would be next. You know, kind of lean him into Dark Elves. You just want block and dodge all the way down and you're good. Everything else is just nice. So, another win. Just slightly edging out our draws. I'm going to keep track of the leaderboard now. Okay, so we jump back up. That's 121. I think that's where we were before we lost, but I can't remember. Oh, maybe before we drew last. But for whatever reason, we're going to look at the scoreboard. Probably the most drawingest team with so few results. It's a ridiculous amount of draws. Alright. Well, thanks for watching. That was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? It felt so in the bag, and yet I tried to throw it away. I will catch you for the next one, and we'll see what happens. Bye for now.